You saw the headline. A $20,000 Tesla robot just destroyed the entire housekeeping industry. It's a lie. But the truth is so much bigger. Stay till the end. Here's the story you were sold. A brand new Tesla robot, priced at $20,000, walks into a hotel, into a home, and quietly does the work that 3.5 million Americans get paid to do. The videos looked real. One showed the robot pulling a black t-shirt from a laundry basket and folding it on a table, clean and smooth, like it had done it 1,000 times. Another showed a room full of them at a big Tesla event, pouring drinks, chatting with guests, even playing rock, paper, scissors. The internet did what the internet does. Panic. Every maid, every janitor, every hotel housekeeper, replaced overnight by a machine that costs less than a used car. Except almost none of that is true. And once you see what's actually happening, you'll understand why the real story is far more unsettling than the lie you were told. Let's take the headline apart, one piece at a time, because every single clause is doing something dishonest. Start with that laundry video. It went viral in early 2024, and it terrified people. But sharp-eyed engineers noticed something in the corner of the frame. A human hand, wearing a control glove, mirroring the robot's every move. The robot wasn't folding anything. A person was folding it, remotely, using the robot like a puppet. And to his credit, Elon Musk admitted it. He said straight out that Optimus could not yet do this on its own, but that it would, eventually, in any environment. Now that big Tesla event, the one with the bartending robots, same trick, bigger stage. Reporters at Bloomberg and The Verge confirmed it afterward. Nearly every one of those smooth, talkative robots was being driven by a hidden human operator sitting off-site. The engineering team reportedly had 3 weeks to get them ready. They couldn't solve real autonomy in 3 weeks, so they didn't. They put humans behind the curtain instead. And the part of the headline that matters most? That this robot destroyed the housekeeping industry? That one isn't exaggerated, it's just false. As of right now, in 2026, there is not a single verified case of an autonomous humanoid robot permanently taking one commercial cleaning job. Not one. Tesla's own robots, the ones deployed inside its factory, are in what the company openly calls a learning phase. Musk himself admitted on an earnings call that they're not doing useful work yet. And here's the kicker. You cannot actually buy a $20,000 Tesla robot. It doesn't exist for sale. Right now, each unit costs Tesla somewhere between $50,000 and $100,000 just to build. No waitlist, no deposit, no pre-order. The earliest a regular person might buy one is late 2027, and the people who track this for a living think 2028, even 2029, is more honest. So if the robot can't do the job, can't be bought, and hasn't replaced anyone, why won't this story die? Because underneath the hype, there's a hard kernel of truth. And that truth is the part nobody's actually talking about. Let me show you the parts that are real, because they're more interesting than the fake parts ever were. First, the price. That $20,000 figure isn't a rumor or a misread headline. It's Tesla's official, stated goal. Musk said it again at the World Economic Forum this year. The consumer version should land between $20,000 and $30,000. His logic is simple. For everyone to own one, it has to cost less than a car. Second, the new hardware is genuinely new. The Gen 3 robot has a hand with 22 degrees of freedom, plus 3 more in the wrist and forearm. 25 separate actuators packed into a single arm and hand, built on a tendon-driven design that mimics human muscle. To understand how hard that is, consider this. The gold standard research hand in robotics has 20 degrees of freedom and costs over $50,000 by itself, just the hand. Tesla is trying to build the entire robot, brain, battery, body, and both hands, for less than half the price of that one part. If they can't mass produce that hand cheaply, the $20,000 price is mathematically impossible. Third, the robot really can do things, just not the things in the viral videos. Tesla has shown verified, non-faked footage of Optimus walking on its own through messy spaces, running and balancing through a full kung fu routine, using nothing but onboard intelligence. Those are real. Roughly 300 to 500 of these robots are walking the floor at Tesla's factory right now, collecting data to train a massive supercomputer the company calls Cortex 2.0. So why can it do kung fu but can't fold your laundry? There's a name for this. It's called Moravec's paradox. The strange truth of robotics is that the things we find hard, like math and logic, are easy for machines. And the things we find effortless, like picking up a soft, wrinkled t-shirt and folding it, are brutally hard. Moving a rigid metal car part from a bin to a belt is simple. The shape never changes. A shirt has infinite shapes. That's the wall every one of these robots is still climbing. Now here's where the real story turns, and where the headline gets it completely backwards. The housekeeping industry is not a fragile thing waiting to be wiped out. It's a giant. The US cleaning market pulled in over $112 billion in 2025. It employs more than 2 million janitors and building cleaners, plus another 860,000 maids and housekeepers. Add it all up and you're past 3.5 million jobs in this country alone. But that giant is bleeding. Look at hotels. A major industry survey found that 65% of hotels are short-staffed right now. 71% have open jobs they simply cannot fill, no matter how hard they look. And the single hardest role to staff, named by more hotels than any other, is housekeeping. The turnover rate in this work runs 70 to 75% a year. In a normal office job, it's 3 or 4%. Why are people fleeing? Because the work destroys bodies. Nearly 54% of career housekeepers suffer chronic lower back injuries. Read that again. More than half. Hotels are throwing money at the problem, raising wages, offering flexible schedules, and it isn't enough, because no paycheck fully compensates for a wrecked spine. One global report projects a shortfall of 8.6 million hospitality workers by 2035. Picture it for a second. A housekeeper in a Las Vegas hotel, cleaning 16 rooms in a single shift, lifting mattresses, scrubbing tubs on her knees, hauling linen carts down endless hallways, all on a clock that never slows down. California's own workplace safety regulators have flagged this exact pattern. The work rate too high, the recovery time too short, the human body simply not built to keep up. That's not a job a robot is stealing. That's a job people are running from. So picture what actually happens when a reliable robot finally arrives. It doesn't fire a single person. It walks into millions of jobs that humans have already abandoned. It's not a wrecking ball. It's a pressure release valve on an industry that's been screaming for help for years. Here's the part the cleaning companies don't want to think about too hard. Because in the end, none of this is decided by panic or philosophy. It's decided by a spreadsheet. Let's run the household numbers first. A standard home cleaning visit runs you anywhere from $120 to $280, somewhere around $40 to $55 an hour per cleaner. Now imagine you buy a robot at that target price, $20,000, and it lasts 5 years. That's about $330 a month, less than scheduling 2 cleaning visits. For a family that could never dream of a daily housekeeper, the math suddenly works. Now scale it up to a business where the numbers get violent. Say a company buys a robot today at the early price, $50,000, and runs it 20 hours a day. Add roughly $15,000 a year for electricity, maintenance, and software. Over 5 years, that robot costs about $125,000, all in. To cover those same 20 hours a day with humans, you need at least 2 full-time workers, probably a third to cover sick days. Fully loaded, that's $600,000 to $700,000 over the same 5 years. So even at $50,000, the robot pays for itself in 12 to 18 months. And if Tesla ever hits that $20,000 dream price, the payback drops under 6 months. In the language of business, a 6-month payback isn't a decision, it's a formality. That's why the first real wave won't hit your living room. It'll hit warehouses, hotels, and logistics floors, where the spreadsheet is colder and the labor gap is widest. But before you assume it's a done deal, there's a trap hiding in that math. Reliability. A factory robot arm can run 50,000 hours before it needs serious work. These walking humanoids are fragile, full of delicate joints and balancing systems, and they currently need maintenance every 200 to 500 hours. Until that gap closes, every breakdown, every repair, every specialized technician eats into those beautiful numbers. The spreadsheet works. It just isn't working yet. Here's the twist almost nobody covering this story mentions. While everyone argues about Tesla, Tesla isn't actually in the lead. Start with a company called OneX, backed by the people behind ChatGPT. Their robot, called Neo, is built on soft robotics. Instead of heavy metal, it's wrapped in a soft polymer with covered pinch-proof joints, designed from the ground up to be safe around kids and pets in a real home. And here's the thing that should stop you cold. You can pre-order it right now in 2026 for exactly $20,000, or rent one for $499 a month. How does it handle tasks it can't do yet? A human operator quietly steps in from a distance and finishes the job, while the robot learns. Yes, the same teleoperation trick, but this time it's the product, sold honestly, not hidden. Then there's Unitree, out of China. Their base humanoid sells for $16,000 today. That's already below Tesla's dream price, and it proves the floor on this hardware is collapsing faster than Western analysts predicted. And in the actual workplace, the company beating everyone is Figure. Their robots already completed a 10-month deployment at a BMW plant, helping build over 30,000 vehicles. Real robots, real factory, real paying customer. By one industry scorecard, Figure outranks Tesla on proven deployment by 47 points. Tesla's announced outside customers, as of this spring, 0. Others are rethinking the whole shape of the problem. Sanctuary AI ripped the legs off entirely, putting its robot on a stable wheeled base after customers said legs were too fragile. And quietly, the people who make your vacuum, Dyson, have poured nearly $3 billion into robotics, betting on machines that can finally handle the messy middle of a real home. So let's go back to that headline one last time. The new $20,000 Tesla bot just destroyed the entire housekeeping industry. Almost every word of it is wrong. The robot you can't buy, at a price that doesn't exist yet, hasn't destroyed an industry that's actually desperate for more workers, not fewer. But here's the part that should stay with you. The headline got the direction exactly backwards. The robot isn't destroying the job. The job was already destroying the worker. One ruined back, one burned out year at a time, with more than half of career housekeepers carrying chronic injuries and 3 out of 4 walking away. The machine isn't the villain in this story. It's arriving to do the work people are physically begging to stop doing. And that's the truth that's bigger than the lie. The real question was never whether a $20,000 robot housekeeper is coming. The price target is real. The hardware is real. The labor shortage is real. And the math gets cleaner every quarter. The only honest question left is which quarter it lands in. Maybe 2028, maybe 2030, but it's coming. So let me leave you with 2 questions to sit with. When that robot finally costs less than 2 months of cleaning visits, would you let one into your home? And the harder one, when it walks into the jobs we've spent decades refusing to do, will we call that a loss? Or will we finally call it relief? Tell me in the comments. I read them. And if you want the deeper version of this story, the one about what happens to all of us when this technology actually works, that video's next.